Glad you could make it, Miss O'Donnell.
Thank you.
Can I shake your hand?
You can.
All right, welcome. Well, first what we're going to do is we're going to do some housekeeping.
All right.
Okay? So that means we're going to go over your privacy rights and confidentiality and do some demographic work. So what I need to tell you is some rules about what happens during therapy. First of all, I want you to know that I got my degree at Indiana Wesleyan, so I am licensed. And what you say here is confidential. There are 3 exceptions, and those exceptions are, it's called right to inform, and that means that if there is an indication that you are going to harm yourself, harm someone else, that I have to inform the right, like the police, another therapist who may have that client that you want to hurt, or I actually even have to try to get you committed if you're threatening suicide. And that is just an ethical and legal right that I take when I'm licensed. And another avenue that would cause me to breach your confidentiality and your privacy is if there's any indication of abuse, meaning that they're either adult or child. I would have to report that.
All right.
And that would either be to DCS or Adult Protective Services.
All right.
Okay, so this is your intake form. It has your name and your address, your next of kin, your insurance, and your pharmacy. We're just going to start out small.
All right.
And then what's important here is a preference of how you'd like to be contacted. Now, every form of communication between the two of us is private. So if you would rather me email you, that's fine. You just indicate here on this piece of paper.
All right.
All right. And the next one
Do you
is...
want me to fill that out now?
No, you can fill that out when we finish.
Okay.
The next one is, who can we release information to? Let's say someone calls here and says, hey, I'm Kim's great Aunt Lucy. We're not going to tell her anything. We're not even going to tell that you are a client here unless you write on this piece of paper and say, okay, you can talk to her.
All right.
All right. So the next thing is we have a missed appointment policy. It's very important that once we establish a schedule that it can be kept, because that makes the therapeutic process even stronger than here and there. Let's say we agree that you're going to be seen every 2 weeks. And then 1 week you can't make it, so then there's a month. So if we agree that you're going to be seen once a week or 2 times a month, that it's real important that you try to keep that as best you can. All right. And our firm has a policy of 3 missed appointments, and that's either no call, call late, then we're going to we're going to consider you non-compliant, meaning that you're either not interested or things got too heavy and you need a break.
All right.
And if possible, the higher-ups would like us to have you call at least 24 hours in advance if you're going to miss.
Okay.
If it becomes a problem, if you don't call in 24 hours, there's going to be a $25 charge.
All right.
And this is just so that everybody all clients can have their given time. All right. So, what brings you here today?
I'm depressed.
All right. Okay. So we will deal with that in the future, and we'll build some rapport and get to know each other, and then we'll come up with some goals and figure out some history and take it from there.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
All right.
All right.